little bit. You know you're not supposed to be on the furniture. The parties are over. Life is coming at you strong. I'll be a hot granny one day.
Hi, my name is Sonya, and I'm a lifestyle blogger of LessHustleMoreCoffee.com. I'm married to this guy, George, who's a great cook and a great guitar player. We live in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, and we have a cat named Little Bit, who's a little bit sweet and a little bit of a troublemaker. You never know what we're going to get into, but you know what? Life is good, and it's all about what you make it. At the end of the day, it's all about finding a life you love to live. So let's go.
What are you trying to do? I'm glad you love me. I'm trying to order some things from Amazon. Do you want me to order you something? All right, that's probably a better place for you to be. Okay. I'm sitting here on Amazon looking at men's clothes in extra large because I just want some cheap shirts to run around in, or to clean house in. But I think he's finally satisfied now. All right, back to shopping. Are you ready for some Sonya psychobabble? Oh, I just wanted to come on here and just kind of talk about SAD, that seasonal winter disorder. It's just gloomy and doomy. One of the things that I do is take extra vitamin D. I do this every February, and it's almost kind of like a perfect storm, because Christmas is over. January was a nightmare. So February comes, and I'm thinking, I'm going to have all this basket full of time. If I only get just a little bit more time, something just happens to your psyche. The Girl Scout cookies come in. You eat the entire box. Your outlook with this sad thing is just awful. Negative self-talk. The sun isn't shining. The rain is pouring. The parties are over. Life is coming at you strong. We just have to be positive.
Some things that you can do when you're sad is take vitamin B and D, take some time out, do something fun, find the root cause, take a walk, or change your routine. These things have really helped me. Sometimes you realize you just need a day between Saturday and Sunday, and when you don't get it, just nod and smile and act like everything's okay. Well, Mom had us over for hot dogs and dressed eggs and a salad. In turn, we actually hung some pictures, and when I say we, I'm talking George because he is the master of picture hanging and all things hardware. So he took care of hanging Mom's flat TV and putting up some pictures for her. And Mom was very thankful to have us there. She said it made it feel more like a home. And I agree, it did. And I appreciate the hot dogs too.
A little bit. You're not supposed to be on the furniture. You need to get down off the furniture. You can get in the chair. That's good. Good morning. I guess it's about 6:30. I took the day off from work today, mainly so I could get some rest. I'm usually up in the 4 o'clock hour. I just needed a day to do whatever. I have a deep, dark secret. This is pillow talk for sure. I've been sleeping with a sloth. Oh, no, George has already left for work. Oh my goodness. I've been used to sleeping with dogs and having them by my side, and I miss our dogs so much that I just ended up throwing the sloth in the bed because he looked like Toogie, the toy pea or poodle. That way I feel like I have a dog. Anyway, I thought I'd take you all along with me for this day. I'll probably do laundry, clean the kitchen, might cook something. I want to do whatever I want. I just have to have one of those days every now and then. You just have to have downtime, and those are kind of hard to come by. All right, let's go. Let's get up and get some things done. All right, let's get going. So George made coffee. He's already up and gone to work.
one of the first things that I do every day is do a prayer journal time. So right now I'm doing Activating Joy. It's a 40-day journey. It's written by Jessica Hurtado, Hurtado. Just say a little prayer for the day so that the day goes well. You gotta love me with no makeup. Keep looking at the wrong place. I will never get used to that. I need more coffee. So I'm going to journal for a minute. Back to the rest of the day. So today's lesson is about meeting trials of all kinds and counting it all joy. So here's a verse. Count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds. For you know the testing of your faith produces steadfastness. Anything less than favorable that's going on in your life, and how you should be joyous in that it's happening because it increases your faith. It makes you stronger. So one of the things I underlined was the olive does not produce oil until it's pressed. The grapes do not produce wine until they're crushed. And the same is true for us. So we will not know that we are capable of producing until we endure varying trials and grow in our faith through the pressing and crushing of life. Then it says, you know what is still dormant inside of you that will only be manifested through the pressing of trials in your life. I guess if you think back on times where you've had some trials, maybe you remember what good they did you and how you came back through it a lot stronger. We should realize that when we're going through things, that it's making us stronger. What a great way to start the day. Oh my gosh, y'all, in these gray days of winter, after all the holidays and festivities and just really busy days, that it's just kind of all catching up with me anyway. George just rolls right through it. Yeah, so now it's March. Having this book is sort of making the gray days go away. All right, on to the next thing. I don't know what it's going to be yet. Yeah. This is, pre-makeup. You're truly spending the day with me here today. So you get what you get. And this is what you get. So it's supposed to snow today. It's been like 70 degrees and it's going to go down to like 19. I don't even know. The clouds are going to be moving in later today. So I'm going to open up the windows, starters, just to let the sun in because we haven't seen it much. And I want as much sun as I can get to. So we're going to just go through the house and open up all the windows. It's going to be great. Let's do it. Hello, son. Do some cleaning in the house. Get to some things that I haven't been able to get to. Mike can start a puzzle. Let the sun shine in. It's always pretty dark in the den because, it's got paneling in here. It's one of the rooms that we decided we're not going to paint, although George has mentioned it lately. But we kind of like it. It's like cozy, kind of like a cabin or something. But there's not a lot of windows. We have the windows going into the sunroom. So I have to put lights. Just pretty much keep the lights on in here. All right, now we have light in here. Need lots of light. Need lots of sun during these dreary winter months. Spring will be here one day. There's a lot of things that I could do today. My 2022 goals are to work on my appearance, make some nutrition changes. We want to cut some costs, cleaning the house. I have a jewelry project. I need to learn more how to use my camera. Right now, I'm using my iPhone because a lot of times my video footage when I'm moving around, it just doesn't turn out very well. And I need to learn. I've spent so much money on this camera. I need to, learn how to use it. So that's on the list this year. Blog growth. Blog is really doing pretty good on its own. Is that? Oh, decorate my office at work. I can check that one off. Work on the basement. That's something I have to do with George most of the time. I want to travel. I'm not going to do that today. Get a new dog. Not going to do that today. Learn Final Cut Pro. I can probably check that off. I think I've learned well enough how to get a video out. Exercise and nutrition. I certainly need to do some of that. Sometime I'm gonna make lasagna. We're gonna move the office bed downstairs. I've got it broken up. I really want to do some other things in this office. George and I have a bucket list, and there's some things on here that I could do today. I could work a puzzle. I'm not gonna go do any of these excursions without George or go out to eat or anything, but I could do canon lessons and could get started on my puzzle. It would make me really happy if I started doing any of those things. So I'm not really hungry for breakfast just yet. I'm still drinking my coffee, and I kind of like to wait until I'm tired of my coffee before I have anything to eat. And so I usually kind of start into the laundry. I'm gonna go ahead and separate all the piles and get those going. One big thing about being home during the day is that I have to be wearing my Crocs. So far this morning I've been running around barefooted, but I'm starting to feel it. So when I'm at home, I put on my Crocs. So here we go. All right, now my feet won't hurt. I love these things. So usually when I'm off, the first part of the day is either spent creatively or productively. Most of the time I'm either blogging or vlogging. I'm really thinking about holding off till afternoon. I just have editing to do, and that doesn't require as much thinking, but all the harder parts are done. I have to do the harder parts in the morning for sure. I'm gonna spend my productive time. I think I'm gonna clean up the kitchen. I also have to pack for our trip to Hot Springs next week. We get to see the grandbaby. It just occurred to me that I could go for a walk. However, it's 37 degrees. Right now I think I'm gonna clean up the kitchen. It's not really that bad, just some stuff sitting around. And I noticed that there were glasses and coffee cups all through the house, because living during the week on the go, just coming and going, I leave glasses everywhere. A lot of times I'll lose them while I'm drinking them. Like right now, I couldn't even tell you where my coffee cup is. I've laid it somewhere. We find them in weird places like closet shelves. But anyway, I'm gonna go through the house and pick those up so that I can clean the kitchen once. So here we go. There's my coffee. So while I was washing the dishes, I noticed that this bowl had John 3:16 written on it. That's great. Love that. I thought you'd kind of like the behind the scenes shot. I'm about to make a smoothie, and here's the lighting setup. Love that ring light. It's doing what I meant for it to do. See? Okay, so I'm getting a little bit hungry, so I decided to make a smoothie. I've got my little blender here. I've got some coconut Greek yogurt. I've got some Almond Breeze vanilla unsweetened. I'm trying to lower my sugar content. Blueberries, strawberries, and the final ingredient is chopped spinach. We're gonna see what kind of concoction we can mix up. It's kind of a small glass. I can't put a lot in it, so we're just gonna have to improvise here. I'm gonna start out by putting frozen strawberries in here. I'm using my hands. I'm the one that's gonna be eating these things ongoing anyway. I don't really want this, but I'm making myself eat it. I'm just gonna put in a little bit of green in there. Since I did that, I'm gonna add some more blueberries and another strawberry. I want to get my greens in, but I don't really want to taste it. It is too good. 2 grams of sugar. You know what? I think I'm just going to put the whole thing in there. Why not? I'm going to bring it up to the top. Well, yeah, max blend right here. Can't go any further than that. Yeah. Another blueberry. Yes, I know fruit makes your sugar count go up. It is a natural sugar though. All right, give it a good shake. This is my old Isogenics blender. This is not an ad. It's all blended. All right, here comes the true test. Wow, it's good. I can't taste the spinach. The yogurt comes through. It tastes like a fruity yogurt. I'm really happy with this. Honestly though, I probably should only have half of it. I'm not sure how many calories that is. So I may just, pour it in a glass and have half of it, and then maybe later in the day have the other half. Perfect, ready to go. Okay, so I've been up for a while. I'm gonna go ahead and take a shower. I watched a YouTube video of someone doing the van life while I drank my smoothie. That was fun. Nice little break. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my shower. Might even put on some makeup so that I don't look horrible for the rest of these videos. And I'll be changing my sheets here, finishing up some laundry. Fun day so far. I'm enjoying myself. Even though I've been working some, I've been enjoying the day off. All right, shower time. That was refreshing. So now it's time to put on some makeup. So if you're gonna spend the day with me, you might as well be in here with me when I do my makeup. This is pretty much what I do in the mornings when I go to work too. I'm not a big beauty person, so I don't have a lot of fancy things to show you. I do like to experiment, but I don't like to spend a lot of money. So I have spent a lot of money before, but sometimes just pulling your hair back is good. And I'm probably gonna let my hair dry like this anyway, because I like to get that little flip going. Sometimes I will stick one of these in there with a clip, got it on Amazon. Sometimes I'll do my whole head if it's on a Saturday, but usually a work day, I'll put one roller in here. I do different things on different days. So I usually start out by, I didn't lay out all my stuff. Hold on. Usually start just by putting, this is Instant Age Rewind Eraser. You see it? Okay. And I just, I go in, I put it on my lines, any smudges or places on my face, and under my eyes. That's done. I have this little glass because it was convenient to put all these things in. And I don't have to look for them. So, all right, just kind of rub it in a little bit. Yes, I'm using my fingers. Just kind of go ahead and get all that. I'm gonna let it set in for a little bit before I put the rest of my makeup on. I really need to do my eyebrows, but I'm not gonna do them today. It's my day off. I'm not gonna do it. So I'm not gonna do it. So anyway, but I need to, and I use those sticky things that you put there, and then I just squint and hold my breath and pull, and it works. I don't go and pay to have it done. Katie gave me these. I think it's let's see, Thrive. And I don't even know if this is for your eyes or not, but what does it say? See, you can tell I'm not into cosmetics all that much, but anyway, let me get into the mirror. Some of this is supposed to be like for around your eyes and not necessarily on it, but yeah, we're putting it on it because I need a kind of an off-white background that I put just all over my eyes. I just usually need something like that. Okay, so I've done that. I just recently ordered this one. Yeah, I think what I was using was for my eyes, but this one is also Thrive, and it is Muma color. Shape is a little bit different. So this one I'm actually going to put like in the corner of my eyes. All right. And kind of on the bottom lid. It's easier for me to use the mirror than it is the phone. All right. I kind of like to let it go out a little bit. And sometimes I'll even come down here and kind of do that. The eyeliner, right now I'm using Clinique. I think it's Intense Black. And I am almost out. I think I have enough to get today's done. It won't turn anymore. So now my eyes are hard to do now because my skin wants to just fold. So I'm probably not gonna be able to do it on the phone, but I'm just gonna go. I'm not one of those people that go over, I go under. I don't want this mess in my eyeball. So be right back. So then I just come around and I just did that, and I'm gonna do this side. You have to hold your mouth just right to make that happen. All right. Sorry, I could not get the phone to work where I could be in front of this camera and the mirror. I just couldn't fit it because everything would fall into the sink if I did. Okay. And then right now I'm using the Clinique mascara, and this is more made up than I usually do for a day off. But here we go. Honestly, on some work days lately, since the pandemic, I haven't put a lot of makeup on. I've done more of it this year in 22 than any of the past couple of years. So anyway, just gonna, okay, I have to go to the other mirror because this is hard for me to use this one. It's just too small. Okay, and because I'm not very good at putting makeup on, I usually have to come back through, take a Q-tip and just kind of go under. And if there's any smudges, that's happened up at the top, then I'll get that off too. This is gonna be really strange to you. I love this CoverGirl Olay, and I'm out of it, and I'm not allowing myself to order anymore until I use up this version of it. I also have another color here somewhere that I've got to use up as well, so I'm going to make myself use these 2 bottles up before I buy more of this. But I love this stuff. It comes with a sponge and you just put it on. So I'm improvising right now, and I have these little things that I bought, and then I squirt a little bit of this into here and just do it that way for now. I just usually come in and put all of this on, and smudges. Don't I look cute? I look beautiful. And see, my hair dries into curls
when it's drying on its own, it just curls up. So sometimes I just mousse it up and go. So this makeup is a little bit different from my skin, actually. So I have to work it in to the side. And where I put the makeup on before, oops, the light just went out. I don't know why. The ring light just went out, and I'm going to leave it out. And I'm going to keep going. I think the reason it went out is because it gets really hot in the little cube. I don't want it to catch on fire. I hope that's not going to be a problem ongoing. It's been a problem today. Where I put the concealer in before, I just kind of work in and around, and I actually put a little bit of makeup over that. Just kind of, that's the good thing about the sponge, is that you just work it in. I had a lot of acne when I was growing up, and it really left marks on my face. It's been one of those things where it just makes you feel bad about yourself, just because you have those marks that it just takes away from any beauty that you thought you might have had. But what can you do? Also, I've had these lines right here, that as I've aged come into play. So I usually get around my lips pretty good. And then I've got some Clinique lipstick. I thought that I wasn't going to like this. George gave it to me in a Clinique kit. It came with a Happy, and I was afraid it was going to be too dark, but actually it's sort of translucent. So, and I really like it. So I'm going to put on, you guessed it, Happy. That's my makeup routine. It's not glamorous. It's, I didn't put on any moisturizer. I do that at night, but if I am going to put on anything, it's going to be this Moisture Surge, which I use sometimes in the winter mornings. I just didn't need it today. I have natural oils that usually come into play. So I don't use this a whole lot, but it's really nice because this is Moisture Surge is not very oily. It would look great with a little bit of lift right there, you think? I've not been into getting all that done, but this is pretty much it. And as for the hair, I don't know. I think I may just leave it for now and let it curl up. And now that it's grown out a little bit, I can keep it back like that, get a little bit of height, and go from there. We'll see. It's kind of strange. It's like gray and then black because it's just hasn't all turned yet. And that's okay. I'll be a hot granny one day. If I was going to do my hair, I usually use this because it's really fast, and it is, it's bright up. It just works really well. Works really well. I'm not going to do it right now. Another day. All right. That was fun. Let's go do something else.
So I thought you might like to see the behind the scenes of doing this makeup shot. I needed more light, so I put the ring light over here, and then I had to come up with a contraption to get my phone up in the air. A lot of people have those suction cups you put to your mirror. I don't really do a lot of makeup videos. I'm not a beauty person. I mean, I'd like to be beautiful, but I don't do a lot of beauty videos, so I don't know that I really need a suction cup, but I was able to use this smaller tripod that has the bendable legs and wrap it around a larger one, and added this little phone contraption. Then I can stick my phone in there. Right now I'm recording with it. So anyway, here we go, back to the video. Well, see what I mean about getting a little flip curl going there? It is time to change the sheets, so I'm gonna do a little time lapse. All right, here we go.
There's a new day that will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain.
Okay, so that is all done with the sheets. I think it's time for lunch. It's time to pack for Hot Springs. I think the weather is going to be 60s during the day, and it's probably going to be kind of chilly at night. So I probably need to take kind of a mix of stuff. I have these packing cubes. I gave some people these for Christmas, but it's kind of nice to use these. They're different sizes, and it just kind of keeps everything separate in your suitcase. Guess it's another time lapse, huh?
There's a new day to take away your sorrow, and the old ways get washed out by the rain.
Okay, so as you can see, the laundry is going. George's work shirts are in. I have a little bit of ironing to do here. A little bit of ironing. Well, I got as far as I could, I think. I'm probably gonna take one pair of tennis shoes and one set of sandals. And I also had some shirts I need to iron. I always take too many shirts. I like to have a choice when I get there. I don't really know what the weather's going to be, and it's going to be 20-30 degree difference in morning and night, and we'll be out both times. So I just kind of throw a mixture of different things. So I'll show you what I've packed so far. All right, so here's my socks. I'm going to take socks and tennis shoes just in case, you know, we do a lot of walking. It's easier. These are LuLaRoe, and they have been wonderful. They are comfortable. I love the designs. I've had these for years. I wish I could get more of them. I need to try and find me some because they've been great. These are short sleeves, so I'll wear these to knock around in the daytime. This is also a very thin long sleeve sweater, and it's one of my favorite pieces because it goes really well with jeans and really well in just about any kind of weather except really cold weather, because it's thin, but it's warm enough if you have a jacket. So I have a yellow tunic sweatshirt that will give me a little bit of a sun on a rainy day if it's rainy and chilly. And I have my Pioneer Woman sweatshirt, which I love. I get compliments on this. I wear it a lot, so it's one of my go-to pieces as well. And then I have, this is not blue, but it'll go with my blue jeans and blue tennis shoes. It's just a really soft, comfortable shirt. So if it's kind of chilly one day, you know, I can wear this in my jacket and be fine. And then this one it's long sleeve, it's soft and silky. You know, it's transitional, I guess is what I'm saying. And it's V-neck, so it's one of my favorite pieces too. I love those favorite pieces that you find that you just hold on to for many years. Cloudy outside. It's gonna snow tonight. I don't know what the temperature was, but we've gone from like a span of 70 to 19 or whatever before it's all said and done. So time for lunch. I'm hungry, and I'm going to watch a YouTube show of my choice and eat my salad. So I got this salad from Publix last night when I went to the grocery store just so I would have a salad for today. I've already had strawberries once today. We're gonna have some more. I love blue cheese. Probably not the best thing in the world for you, nor are the candied pecans over here, but this is balsamic vinaigrette. So as it turns out, there is quite a bit of salad crammed in that little tiny thing for $6.99. Maybe it's not as bad of a deal as it sounded. I thought it was expensive, but look, I've got an entire bowl, lots of dressing, and there's still seconds. Alexa, add fabric softener to the grocery list.
I've put fabric softener on grocery.
These are going to take up so much room, but we're going to be hanging out some at the Airbnb, and I don't want to be running around on bare feet or sock feet, so I'm going to have to work these in because I do have to have room for my jeans and cosmetics and that little airbrush thing that I style my hair with. It's all going to fit, and it's now time for me to go ahead and start working on the next video. So I'm going to go see if I can find the cat here in a few minutes, but I'll be doing this probably for a few hours here. Got my water ready to go. So yeah, hopefully I'll make some progress on this afternoon. We'll catch you in a few. We'll see how it's going. It didn't take him too long to get settled in. Well, the day got away from me. Once I started into my video editing, the afternoon went by. I did fix some popcorn and watch another show, and then George came home and we're going to eat dinner, and that's where we are. Kind of missed a chunk of the afternoon, but then again, once I get started on that, it's hard to get me away.
Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep, if you give